Hey guys, what's going on? Matt here from Matt's Card Shop, giving you guys another video today. And today we're going to be talking about 3 undervalued cards in the NBA that I think you should be buying now. Just a disclaimer before we start the video off today, although I'm giving off recommendations for cards to get, I still highly recommend that you guys do your own research and not just take what I say as gospel. The first card that we're going to speak about today is Jaylen Brown's Premier Rookie Card Select, which trades for about $30 to $35 US. So something I like to do when determining the value of cards and trying to find if they're undervalued is I actually like to apply player ratios to them. A really common one that is about lately is the Luka to Trey ratio. So you'll find most Luka cards actually trade at 3 times the price of Trey's, and that's pretty consistent throughout all the big 3 sets. With Jaylen Brown, I like to actually compare him to his own teammate, Jason Tatum. So Jaylen Brown's Prism actually runs at about half the price of Jason Tatum's, but when it comes to his select cards, they actually run at 1/3 to 1/4 of Jason Tatum's. So I prefer the Premier level of select as it's the second tier, just because it's a little bit more short printed than the concourse level. Going through the PSA pop report, you can actually see that the Premier has 4 times less cards than the concourse. Regardless of the ratios, I actually think Jaylen Brown's underrated and underappreciated as a player. And actually, funnily enough, when you go through social media posts, people seem to agree with that statement as well. Last year, when everyone was actually investing in Jason Tatum, I opted to invest in Jaylen Brown. For some reason, with the whole Boston team, if the team does well and Tatum and Brown do well, Tatum always seems to be the first person to go up, and then Brown seems to always lag behind. Looking at this season, he's actually averaging career high in points, and we can attribute that to his increased shot attempts per game and also his efficient shooting. Right now, he's averaging over 50% field goal percentage and over 40% 3-point field goal percentage. Now, I don't think that's sustainable for Jaylen Brown, but I think because they're going to be a key player in the playoffs and they're still awaiting the return of Kemba Walker, I still think there's a lot of room to grow because once they're in the playoffs, there's going to be a lot of eyes on Jaylen Brown, and we're going to really see his skill come to play. The second card we're going to be speaking about today is Donovan Mitchell's Optic Rookie Card. So this card goes for $20 to $25 US, and it actually hasn't moved since the start of the season. If anything, it's actually gone down. The reason it hasn't gone up is that Donovan Mitchell hasn't exactly had the greatest start to the season. He's averaging career lows in field goal percentage. He's still averaging over 20 points, but it's very inefficient and probably not really contributing to the team as much as we would like him to. Although he's averaging career low field goal percentage, I still think it's a great buy because Donovan Mitchell's the type of player who needs, a 40 or a 50-point game, and he's going to be back on the scene. So I think it's great to buy in just before that happens. The Utah Jazz will probably also feature in the playoffs. And going through Donovan Mitchell's playoff stats, he normally tends to go a step above what he does in the season. So again, with all eyes on him in the playoffs, I think it's a great buy. The last card that we're going to speak about today is Bam Adebayo's Optic Rookie Card. So this card goes for $10 to $15 US, and I think it's actually very criminal that it is this cheap, especially the way he's playing right now. So Bam Adebayo was another one that signed a huge contract extension in the offseason. He actually also got promoted to a leadership role in the team as well. And actually looking at it through his season, his scoring's actually gone up, and we can attribute that to his field goal percentage going up. But funnily enough, you wouldn't really expect this, but Bam's jumpers have actually been really good. He's actually averaging 48% when it comes to jumpers. So by him improving his jumper, we actually can see that he's tried to develop his game. So, there may be that potential in the future where he can actually develop a 3-point shot. I still struggle to understand why his prices haven't really gone up. The Miami Heat might not be doing as well as they would have liked, but I think there's still a few adjustments that are being made throughout that team. You still got Crowder who's come out. You got Tyler Hero who's in the starting lineup as well. Jimmy Butler has been a bit injured and so hasn't played every game. But I still think that's going to be a great price for him because I think the Miami Heat will be in the playoffs, and we all know that Coach Spo is a really great coach. So if they get a sniff in the playoffs, they could go far like they did last season. That's it for today's video. Let me know what you guys thought of my 3 picks. I think there's definitely a lot of room to grow in those 3, and the fact that they're all going to be playoff teams, I think they're very safe bets. As always, I appreciate the support. Give us a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in future videos. Take care.